Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create an action, a custom action within Photoshop. I'm using Photoshop CS4 and on a Mac. So the first thing you want to do is click the window drop down the top and then click Actions, and also go ahead and open up History window as well. And you can set them up like I did. You could just put the history on top of the actions, whatever works better for you. And first thing you want to do is create a new set. So you can click the drop down box on the right hand side of the action window and then click new set, or you can click this folder looking button at the bottom. So I'll go ahead and do that. This window is basically asking for a name, so we'll just name it JC Photo Tools. Click OK. And then we'll want to create our set within, our action within the set. So we'll do that by either clicking the drop down, the top right, and clicking New Action, or just click the new layer looking icon, and that will get our new action going. And for this image, we want to resize this image for a website, let's say, and it's 800 pixels wide. So we'll call this 800 pixels wide web ready. And then this is under the right set. It's under JC Photo Tools. I don't want to add a function key just yet, and my color, I'm not working with buttons, so ignore those. Just hit record. So now you can see that the record button at the bottom is highlighted and it's red. It means it's recording any step. So anything I do to adjust this image or work within or just outside of Photoshop, it's going to record those steps. And so what I want to do for this image is save it for a website at 800 pixels wide. So I'll Command Option I to open up the image resize window. I'll uncheck resample image, change my resolution to 72 dpi. I'll recheck the resample image just so it locks it in. And then I'll change my width to 800 pixels. I'll click OK. And I'll Command 1 to bring it to 100%. And it did just what I wanted. And so now I want to change my color profile. So I have it here to Adobe RGB 1998, but I want to use it for web. So I'll go to Edit, Convert to Profile, let's say, so it's the destination profile I want it to go to is sRGB. So I'll just click OK. Just change my color profile, and now I'll play another action that I have saved for web. Okay, here it is. It's called A Better Web Sharpen. It's an action created by Totally Rad Actions. I recommend you guys check them out. They have some great action sets for photographers. And I'll click the action and then I'll click play. The cool thing about actions is that you can play actions that while you're recording. So I can play things that I've pre-recorded as I'm recording, so I can re-record them, and you can just really mix up all the options for what you want to do as you're creating a new action. So I just played an older action to make my web-ready image a little bit sharper, and it just pops more when you put it on a website rather than just putting a flat image on there. And so I just played that action, and I'm done there. And now I'm just going to hit stop because I think everything I've done is ready to go. So I'll just hit stop. So now I have my entire recording saved within this one action here. And I can click the left-hand drop-down arrow to show me all my steps. And even these check marks are helpful because if at any point you want to take a step and turn it off, but still play through the whole thing, you can do that. Just by unchecking these check boxes on the left-hand side. And at any point, if you want to record more onto your action, you can do that as well. I'll show you that in just a second. Real quick, I want to show you how to play it. Let me start back over your history. I'll click my image. That's why it's helpful to have history, so you can go back anytime you need to. So I'm back at my high-res image. I have my recording. It's finished recording, and so now I have it highlighted. I just want to hit play, and it's done. So I just did all those steps and just hit play, and it did everything I did before in just a couple seconds. So you can see how awesome actions can be and how helpful they can be to your workflow and really speed things up. At any point, if I need to add on to this action, I can just click the last step that I left off at, or the one before, wherever I want to start or stop, and then click record again and do a new step. So let's say I just hit record, and I was like, oh, you know what, I want this to be 600 pixels wide. Change it to 600, hit stop, and now it's included the resize back to 600. So at any time I can always re-record back onto an action. There's really no limits to it. So I totally recommend this. If you're back and forth on your editing process, I would be hesitant to make adjustments and go back and do that too much. Sometimes it can get confusing. You can forget your steps and it could mess up the process. So I always recommend that you think through your steps before you record them, and you know exactly what you're going to do as you're doing them. The good thing is that it doesn't record the times that you're pausing in between. So if I resize the image and then I'm waiting and thinking and I spend an hour just sitting here, it's not recording time. It's recording your steps. So as soon as you make a step, it's going to play it one after the other. So it's going to do it as fast as possible, like a script would. So that's how you create your own action. Let me show you from the drop down real quick. If I hit this drop down button at the top right, you still have all these options. I would read through all of these. You have the same settings that you're getting down here, but you can save actions out. So if I wanted to save this whole set, I can highlight the folder and then click Save Actions, and then call it whatever I want, put it in any folder, and at any point in time I can go back and load those actions, or if I want to put them on another computer, save them elsewhere, you can do that as well. So actions are really helpful, not just for resizing images, but for, you know, creating effects for all your photos. So this is the same image, and I've even created a series of steps that I did to create this effect. And so I'll save my effects in a folder, and then at any point in time I can play those effects. And so this is really helpful, especially if you start adding in, you know, layer masks and adjustments and, you know, folders with groups and all these just very detailed layering, and you know, every layer has a different opacity, and you're just working with a lot of steps. This actions is a great way to get through that. And so for this image, I just played this whole action, and I'll go back. Here's the beginning, and then here's the finished product, and I still have all my layers here. So I'm able to click any layer, hide them, change the opacity on them, whatever I want. I can even turn off certain fields. So for instance, if I wanted to batch edit several photos at once and just flatten them all and not make them so bulky, I could check these last two recordings, which are to flatten all my layers and save the file. So if ever you're wanting to create an action to save out multiple photos and just open a bunch up and batch edit them all really quick and just shut them down and save them, you can do that as well through a recording through this. And I leave them unchecked because sometimes I like to edit one photo at a time, and I just like to work with all my layers and edit it until I get it to a point where I really like the photo. So that's just a small taste of what you can do. You can do black and white images. You can do just about anything your mind can think of. This could come in handy when you're doing extended tutorials online, and you spend hours trying to figure out an effect and create an effect or a style, and Actions is just a great way to save that progress and always go back to it. And it's also good to go back and see your work as it's progressing, as you're getting better as a designer or a photographer, and you're seeing mistakes you've made in the past, or you forgot how to do something. You can easily hit play, look at your steps, and be done with it. So that's Actions and how to create your own custom action.